Alright, so welcome back. Welcome if it's your first time. I'll start. So today we're going to do being some Bi Luo Chun. As many of you know, I have my Bi Luo Chun tasting coming up July 18th. July 18th. Let me grab. Yep. So July 18th. Okay, yeah. I didn't go anywhere. July 18th is the Bi Luo Chun tasting. And it's an explanation of Bi Luo Chun. And we'll talk about the leaf size and we'll talk about the picking and all that. But what's really cool about it, what really makes it unique, is the fact that turn this off. I don't want to stand shaking. Oh, that's the wrong button. What's really cool about it, what's really unique about it, is the fact that we're going to be tasting 3 Bi Luo Chuns. This one here, which I moved to another bag because it was not enough for the tin, and the one from last year. So these two are both from this year, and so all the teas are from Dong Ting. Let me start there. All the teas are from Dong Ting. Dong Ting is an area in and next to Tai Hu Lake, which is about an hour west of Suzhou. And these teas, and this location is the best for Bi Luo Chun. And so within Dong Ting, there's 2 mountains. There's the East Mountain and there's the West Mountain. The teas we're getting from, the teas I buy from, my farmer, my friend's dad, is from West Mountain. My friend was born and raised on West Mountain, and his dad makes 100% handmade Bi Luo Chun. And I've talked a little bit about how loose the term handmade is these days, just because there's so much machines. But this is 100% handmade. He stands in front of the wok, puts fresh leaves in, works it under his hand for 45 minutes, and then the finished Bi Luo Chun comes out. So now when I went last year, so I went in 2017, and I lived with them for about a week, and I saw them pick the tea and make the tea. It was a great experience. But what I noticed is that, so farmers will have land on the bottom of the mountain and on the top of the mountain. So it's not like when farmers have plots of land, it's just one plot of land in one section. It's actually different areas of the mountain: high, low, middle, northwest facing, all this stuff. But what I noticed is that when they went out to pick tea, they would pick tea at the bottom of the mountain, put it in one basket, and then they would go up the mountain, and when they picked the tea at the top of the mountain, they would put it in the same basket. And so the leaves just ended up getting blended. So this year what I asked them to do was to separate the two, was to have the teas at the bottom of the mountain in one batch, the teas at the top of the mountain in the other batch. And wow, what a difference. What a difference. And it was funny because when I was talking to my friend and I asked him to do it, he was like, I don't know, like it's probably not really going to taste that different. And then like a week or 2 later, when he had finished the teas, he was like, oh my God, it tastes so different. This is the bottom of the mountain. Is the top of the mountain. And what I don't know if you notice, is that the top of the mountain is smaller. For Bi Luo Chun, I put the water in first and then I put the leaves. This is very important. Well, it's not. So I would say it's very important. Let me take that back. I'm going to be honest. This is important. This is important. This is something that all the Bi Luo Chun farmers will tell you to do. They will tell you not to put the water in, not to put the leaves in first, like most green teas. Most green teas, you put the leaves in and then you put the water on top. Bi Luo Chun is the opposite. And there's 2 reasons for this. The first reason, they say, that I've been told at least, is that the Bi Luo Chun leaves are, since the Bi Luo Chun leaves are small, we'll talk about this in a second, but the Bi Luo Chun leaves are smaller than basically all the other green tea leaves, unless they're actually picked in the Bi Luo Chun style. And so what some people will say is that, the leaves are very delicate, and they're too delicate to pour the water right on top. You're going to crush the leaf. this, I mean, unless you're pouring like really, really hard, I don't think this is so much of a worry. I think generally when people pour water in green teas, they do okay. They don't pour it too hard. So that's not so much of a worry. But the interesting thing though, and what I think is more of the case, is that Bi Luo Chun is, when it's made, it's rolled into a spiral shape. So when you take the leaf, so when you have a cup of water and you put the leaves in, what should actually happen because of the shape is the leaves should sink right away. And I don't know if you guys saw that on this, but it's exactly what happened.
I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, hey, hey, yeah. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, hey, hey. What up, Walt? I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, yeah, hey, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it,
and I might have let the water cool a little bit. But that being said, this one is sweet and fresh.
What up, Walt? I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it.
Has that taste of like when you have some vegetables and they have some water on them, some like that celery, that fresh celery, not celery, fresh like iceberg lettuce, that kind of ness to it. This is like a small fresh leafy green. This is like a bigger leafy green. And not so much of that freshness. The flavor's bolder, the flavor's more forward.
What up, Walt?
I feel it, I feel it,
I feel it, I feel it, yeah, I feel it.
It's the top of the mountain, very bright, very fresh. The bottom of the mountain is darker, a little more full. Bi Luo Chun is really hard to brew, to be honest. You want to really find that sweet, soft spot between soft and strength. You want that Bi Luo Chun strength, but you don't want it too strong. You want it soft and refreshing, but you still want that strength. It's refreshing, but you have at the same time that kind of bitterness, astringency on the tongue, giving you some nutty notes in there, but then it goes away very nicely, and then as it passes, you still get this tingle on the tongue, but then you have sweetness in there, and you have refreshing. Once again, the two things about this tasting is that it's very simple, but at the same time very complex. Because you are just tasting 3 Bi Luo Chuns, the lower mountain, the upper mountain, and then actually last year's, which is a blend. But then at the same time, so you're tasting 3 Bi Luo Chuns with 3 completely different flavor profiles. And so it's kind of you're indulging in Bi Luo Chun, you're tasting and you're surrounding I like that. You're indulging in Bi Luo Chun, tasting different flavor notes and really understanding the wide variety of flavors in Bi Luo Chun, but you're also understanding why. And this is really the big benefit to this particular tasting against any other tasting that even I will be able to hold in the future. With this tasting, you'll taste Bi Luo Chuns, and you'll understand why they're different. You'll understand the exact reason, the exact reason why these two taste different is because they were grown about 20 minutes apart from each other. And you know this because every other variable is the same. Pick time, pick date, what day, general region where it's made, and the maker. I mean, once again, that last one is big because this maker and this maker, they can both say we make Bi Luo Chun handmade. They can both be completely true, but there's going to be small stuff that will change it. For example, this maker might roll it a little bit tighter. This maker will roll it a little bit looser without even knowing it. Last year, that was something the dad kind of did for fun, is he did one small batch of just a couple, just one couple grams, and he rolled it a little bit tighter, and then the next batch he did a little bit looser, and it was two different flavors. And slight, that was more of a slight, there, but not as obvious as this, but in the natural, without even thinking about it, unconscious making, there's going to be differences in the two formulas. But this tea is the same formula. It's the same, he made it, and he didn't, there was no other changes in his making that I asked for. And that's really what makes this really unique. You get the different flavors, and you know exactly why. And so it's a study of Bi Luo Chun, and it's a study of micro-terroir, which, when you understand micro-terroir in tea, you understand micro-terroir in wine, in whiskeys. I don't know about whiskeys, but tequila. You understand micro-terroir. So I really hope this tasting got you excited. I'm very excited for it. I'm sorry I can't be there because I'll be in China. But I fully trust Anna Ye to brew these correctly and to do a great job. And yeah, I really hope you guys go. Have a good one.